What's up, everybody? This is Everything Empress. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. If you want more personal, you can reach me at patreon.com/code with the cards. This message is for Virgo. Any placement? All right, Virgo, I got blacklist. All right, so I feel like at some point you were blacklisted. Now, blacklist to me can mean like kind of like somebody messed up your metrics, somebody bothers your numbers, yada yada. Or this could be an industry at some point. Maybe you couldn't be a part of something. I'm hearing truth and honesty. All right, so I feel like it's imperative for you to know a few things here, Virgo. I feel like you have been or were blacklisted because you are true, is what I'm hearing. That's weird. Okay, so apparently you're honest or you're the truth, and then everybody else may have blacklisted you because you were honest and you were truth. Okay, so I'm getting like a whole lot of swaying. Okay, so that was more of Gemini's energy too. Gemini energy was like people was trying to like sway them to make a decision. There was like a powerful decision on Gemini's reading that they had to make going against the grain that was going to cost them a lot. Okay, so I feel like for whoever it is I'm talking to, I feel like Virgo, you're the influence behind it. So you could be talking to a Virgo. You could have Virgo in your chart. I feel like you're telling, I mean, a Gemini. I feel like you could be telling the Gemini, like, remember, like, if you don't do this, yada, 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 like, or you could just be setting, like, some type of ground or house rule or something like that. All right. I was smiling all day with no sleep. That is hilarious. Libra reading was just that they needed to get creative. I feel like that person had, like, multiple Virgo, like, in their chart. Okay, so you could be a Jupiter Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, Venus. All right. A piece of that was like the energy for them was very, very high, and they needed to get creative, and that everything was kind of being put into like their places today, and that they would have to execute it on Sunday. All right. So I knew that. Okay, so you have the Eight of Pentacles. This is your card. In traditional tarot, everybody always try to give y'all the Nine of Pentacles, which I'm not sure why. I always say the Nine of Pentacles is Taurus. All right, because yeah, Taurus is be putting that shit on. But you have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so this is your card. All right, so you are working really, really hard. You are in high energy. You are very focused. Okay, you also have the Four of Pentacles. I just feel like you can't figure out how to pull something in or will something in, and I feel like the biggest reason that you couldn't secure something or will something is because you were blacklisted. Okay, so hence me saying were. Okay, because I do feel like with the Two of Pentacles here, all right, with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, you adding two, you still end up with the Two of Pentacles. There's a group of people here. I feel like they're still deciding if they want you to be a part of something. Okay, I'm almost ever wrong if I stand corrected. I feel like they're still trying to figure out how they want it all to look, how they want something to look that includes you. I feel like whatever it is, it has no rules, it has no structure. I feel like it's just a group of men or a group of women and men or a group of people, and I feel like these people just kind of like they just kind of keep everything free flowing. And they do feel like if you are a part of something that is no longer free flowing, that they would have to add some level of structure. Okay, because you have the King of Swords in reverse here. So I do feel like you're being unblacklisted. Okay, but I feel like they're going to unblacklist you when they create this structure. Okay, so I'm also hearing Dasha. Okay, I do feel like somebody could be in their Jupiter Dasha. I keep talking about that. That keeps coming up in y'all reading. That's like Rahu Ketu, okay? So that could be like Taurus or Scorpio. So you could have a heavy Scorpio placement somewhere within your chart. But I'm definitely getting, with the King of Cups in reverse, they're trying to figure out what to do with you. I'm getting the men that are a part of whatever this group or society, whatever. They don't want anything to do with you. Yeah, with the Fool card here. So they're going to stay hidden, and they're going to put this person right here in the forefront. So this woman, she's going to try to lead or be like the like the fresh face or something like that. Or I just feel like for whoever you are, you were blacklisted, and I feel like now you're not. I feel like the person that's going to contact you or talk to you about this, they're going to speak to you in a matter where it's coming from like a collaboration or a conversation, partnership, participation, something like that, volunteer, I don't know. But this person's job is to bring in to bring you around these people that are hiding, because there's definitely a group of guys here. That's a fact. Okay, so I don't think you'll ever see these gentlemen. I feel like they're gonna stay in the back scene. They've assigned somebody already. This unicorn, as you can see, they assigned this person. This is more of like Spartan energy, so that's like really old school Eight of Swords. I just feel like they feel like you need some sort of structure. They're not really sure exactly like what type of structure you need, so they may actually send this lady in to try to provide some, but I feel like she doesn't have any structure. Okay, because you have the Six of Pentacles. I was about to say that. So I feel like somebody unblacklists you to try to manipulate you, and then you realize that you're not blacklisted, and something kind of takes off here. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so I feel like somebody was gonna try to control something, but I feel like they do a bad job at it, because they were talking to this girl as some sort of like, I don't know, it looks like it was a manipulation strategy, but it looked like it kind of backfires here. So yeah, seven of Pentacles. So I feel like you're the 8 and the 7. The 7 was supposed to come before you to get something before you, or to get something that you have, or that you want, or you're going to have. I feel like it doesn't show up like that, or it doesn't happen like that. Yeah, Page of Cups. It actually backfires. They end up not getting anything. I didn't mean to drop that card. They end up not getting anything. 7 of Wands in reverse. And the High Priestess. Yeah, see what I'm saying? I feel like you could be ordained. You could be very much ordained. So I feel like you kind of know when people are like on some BS, or they're trying to manipulate or something. All things stink. So I feel like you're very much aware that, you know, like, I don't know. I feel like if you were blacklisted, I feel like they did a bad job at it, because I feel like if you're blacklisted, you're not supposed to know. And if they did tell you, I feel like it doesn't stop much, because you got the 3 of Wands. I feel like you already had a plan in place, but now I feel like whatever plan that you have works better because you're not blacklisted. I feel like you were going to work through it regardless, even though you were. It's not like they were going to stop anything. But I feel like you've seen through somebody's like plan. It could be a Cancer female, Pisces or Scorpio. I feel like you've seen right through these people. It could be a Sage. I feel like you've seen right through these people. You're like, okay, like, I'm not really sure why they tried to play with you or play off your top, but like, I feel like that did not work out how they thought it was going to work out. And them taking you out of something actually helped you more than what they thought it was supposed to do. They thought it was supposed to hinder you or stop you or yada, 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 but it didn't work out like that. So I feel like you were blacklisted and now you're not, if that makes sense. All right, make sure y'all like this for me. Like it. If you haven't done so, hit subscribe.